Nikki, I think we should grab a drink sometime.
Nikki, wait. I was gonna ask you,
What?
I lost my train of thought.
I...
Good night. What else?
Why?
One wish, Willow. You only get one wish. I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the entire world.
You suck so much. A love only the branch of a willow tree could conjure.
It's weird how you two are dating all of a sudden. Like, super dating.
I think Nikki is going through something.
Like, what? Is she okay?
No.
Jeez, what kind of spells you put on her?
Nikki? I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you!
What's up, everyone? Johnny here. Today we're going to be talking about the movie Obsession. So if you don't want to get spoiled, don't watch it. And yeah, let's get started. Hope you guys enjoy the video. What's up, everyone? Johnny here. We're going to be yapping about Obsession. I went to go watch it with my girlfriend, and it was great. It was honestly a really good movie. Definitely one of my favorites. I went to go watch Iron Lung a little while back. One of my favorites. And you know what they have in common? Made by YouTubers. Absolutely fucking insane. These movies are so good, and I hope they proceed to keep up the good work, because this movie was phantasmal and I loved it. Me and my girlfriend loved it. So we're gonna be getting into the nitty-gritty, getting into the meat and potatoes of this movie. I did give a spoiler warning. If you don't care about spoilers, then that's fine with me. But we're getting into heavy spoilers and my thoughts on the movie and how I feel about the movie. Let's do it. So, we have our main character, Bear. He is extremely in love with his friend Nikki, who they are part of a friend group. It's Bear, Nikki, Sarah, and Ian. Ian is the best friend. I will say now, Ian is the best friend, but he is a little questionable character himself. Him and Nikki have been doing things on the low. He doesn't find out till like near the end of the movie, but I just want to get that premise in here that Ian ain't the greatest himself. He's kind of a dick. He's kind of the dick best friend, you know. And Sarah has a crush on Bear, so you can understand how that dynamic goes. It's very complicated. Anyway, the movie starts off. Bear is giving Nikki a ride home. They're trying to work out their feelings, leading to Nikki just saying, "Hey, do you like me?" Because, boy, this man Bear cannot just fucking say it himself. He cannot just come out and say, "I like you." She did all the hard work. She said, "Do you like me, Bear? Because now's the time to say it." And he proceeds to say no, which really fucks with him. So as soon as she's gone, at the front entrance of her house, he uses a one-wish willow he got from a gift shop. You snap it in half, you make your wish, and it comes true. He proceeded to wish that Nikki loved him more than anyone else in the world. Almost immediately this works. And one thing that really bugs the shit out of me is Bear does not notice. It kind of looks like he notices, but he really doesn't notice that it worked, because it's like it's fucking magic. Who's gonna believe that a wish came true, But it kind of looked like it fucking worked because she fucking instantly zeroes back, is right there at the fucking passenger seat, acting absolutely weird. Not Nikki. Not the normal Nikki that he's used to. A little weird. A little pushy, I must say. She's really trying to go home with him. And it's like, how do you not piece that together? You just snapped a One Wish Willow that asked your crush to love you more than anything. And then not even a second later, she's at your door asking to go to your house. Like, come on, Bear. But it's okay. Because it only gets worse. So as she's at his house, they get really lovey-dovey. And Nikki does this thing where she snaps back to reality. She comes back, and the fake Nikki goes away for a second. And there is this scene where she snaps back while they're kissing, and she freaks out. She freaks the fuck out. She's like, whoa, what the fuck is happening, bro? Holy shit. And then not even a second later, boom, just like that, the fake Nikki is back in control. I'm so sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Yo, Bear, do you not see what the fuck is happening, bro? Clearly not. Anyway, because he's taking advantage of it, you know. I do want to say that from an outsider's perspective, it may look like, even from the trailers, it may look like Nikki is the villain here. She is not, though. In reality, Bear is the obsessed one. Bear is the villain here. Bear is the one that causes everything to happen. So, not too long after that, they try to make a life out of this, you know. He tries to just make it work, you know, with this fake Nikki. And, you know, even their friends are starting to notice, like, Nikki ain't acting like herself, bro. And, Ian has this perspective that he's taking advantage of her. But Sarah likes Bear. So Sarah has this perspective that she's taking advantage of him for emotional support. And keep in mind, during all this, in the beginning, Nikki said that her dad had cancer, which is why she couldn't be home. She was too sad. She wanted company. She needed to be with Bear. And then Ian finds out eventually that she lied about that. So they're at a restaurant, and the scene is very popular right now. They're at a restaurant, and he confronts her after the call with Ian, saying, "Does your dad really have cancer?" And she goes into this state of shock. She goes like, no, 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 no. We were having a good dinner. Why does it matter? We're having a good time. And she's like freaking out, yelling, and making a huge scene in this restaurant. And if that doesn't freak you out enough, I don't know what will, but definitely did not freak out Bear enough. Because you get the craziest jump scare. You know what it was? A sex jump scare screen. Like out of nowhere, right after that, they're like, no, we're having a good time, and then boom, they're having sex. But it looks so unnerving because when you look into her eyes while they're having sex, you can tell that she's basically getting raped. That's not the real Nikki. Nikki, he wished for Nikki to love him more than anyone in the world. So the fake Nikki is not looking at him, so she has a straight face. But when he would to be looking at her is when she absolutely turns into doggy mode, you know, into I'm here for you, you know, and like I'm obsessed with you. If you need me, I'm here. And Nikki's in there trapped, experiencing everything, not able to give consent. So during that scene, it's very unnerving. It's basically she's getting raped, and it's just so freaky. And then yeah, they all get invited to this party later on. Like things are progressively getting worse. But before I talk about the party, Bear had a cat that died. And this fake Nikki is so fucking absurd. She made a memorial putting the dead cat in the kitchen floor with candles. Bear is unfazed. He looks freaked out, yes. But this isn't enough to concern Bear. Bear still tries to fucking make it work with Nikki, with this fake Nikki, because that's how obsessed he is. And people don't understand the movie, the title, Obsession. He is obsessed. He's willing to put up with this fucking freaky ass shit so he can be with. And then Nikki proceeds to make a fucking sandwich for Bear on his lunch day. Bear's coworker looks at a note, or you know what? Keep this in mind. At that restaurant they were at beforehand, the main conversation before everything happened was talking about Bear being a food critic. That's the job he wants. So when his friend Sarah at work, because they all work together at the same shop, his friend Sarah at work opened his lunchbox and took a note in the lunchbox that said, "What's the verdict? Hats." He said, "What does that even mean?" So he looks in his sandwich and it's the dead fucking cat in his sandwich that he already took a bite of, by the way. Proceeds to throw it up because any normal human being who took a bite out of a dead cat would probably throw that shit up, right? This isn't enough. This isn't enough for Bear. Bear proceeds to still try to make things work with Nikki, bro. This isn't enough. Bear is obsessed. He is the obsessed one. It's insane to me. And I'm sitting in the theater like, holy crap, bro. Does this not bug you, bro? And I found this funny. Not a lot of people found it funny in the theater, I don't think, because I was the only one laughing. But Bear was sitting in his car when he got home, reciting how he was gonna tell Nikki that putting his dead fucking cat in his sandwich is not a bad is a bad thing. I would be doing much more than that, but you know, the Bear, you do Bear, I guess. But he's literally in the car like this. He's like, Nikki, you can't be cooking my dead cat. You can't be putting my dead cat in my sandwich. That's not good. That's bad. He's like reciting how he's gonna tell her, and I'm like, bro, really? Like, it's just, this movie trips me the fuck out. It's insane, and that's why I love the movie so much. I love movies that trip me out, movies that keep me on the edge of my seat. Cause, damn, this movie was a good movie. I highly recommend you go watch it. If you haven't, they still got time in the theater, especially since they're doing really good right now. So, yeah, during this scene, another very viral scene from the movie happens where they're having an argument and he wants to leave to his friend's house because they invited him to a a boys hangout, you know. But Sarah's gonna be there. So she said, why can't I go? I know Sarah's gonna be there, and fucking knowing this obsessed version of Nikki, she's insanely jealous of Sarah. Even also knowing that Sarah likes Bear. I think I said this in the beginning, but Sarah likes Bear. So that makes things really bad. So he's like, Nikki, you can't go. And Nikki goes into this insane state. It's scary as hell. She starts like doing maneuvers, and she starts reversing these maneuvers, and it's the most scariest shit I've ever seen. It's the most trippiest shit I've ever seen. Bear proceeds to say that she's scaring him, but he's still trying to manage to make it work, and it's ridiculous. It's props to him, actually. Props to him. Bravo. Because any other normal fucking dude would absolutely not put up with that shit and probably end up dying in the process. But you know, the maneuver is so scary, man. It's just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just the most weirdest scene ever. Like, she's literally doing her thing and then randomly just goes in reverse and even talks in reverse everything she said. I don't know what that's all about. You could probably put it in the comments what you think happened, or if you know what happened during that scene, because I don't fucking know what happened. But they proceed to go to the party. Ian's angry because Ian's like, yo, I told you not to invite her, bro. She's going through shit, clearly. And he's like, well, but I couldn't convince her, so she ends up making a fucking embarrassment, an embarrassing scene at the party. It's insane. But yeah, that whole party scene is she recites a poem, and the weird thing about this poem, it's Hansel and Gretel, but it's an incestuous version of a Hansel and Gretel because Nikki sees Bear as a brother, the real Nikki. So she ends up reciting this poem about Hansel and Gretel getting down in the dirty, you know, even though they're brother and sister, because the real Nikki inside really sees Bear as a brother, but the fake Nikki sees her as a lover, sees him as a lover. So those two ideals combine, And the poem, no one really notices it, but I've noticed it in the movie. I was listening when she recited the poem during this hangout they had, and it was the most trippiest thing ever. But I'm not gonna say anything about the ending. I'll leave you guys to it. I did love the ending, so I'm not gonna spoil it. I'd rather you guys experience it for yourself. If you haven't went to go see the movie, I would recommend it. And I will say though, they say it pretty early on, but Bear has to kill himself in order to stop everything, or have someone else make the wish for him. So that basically contradicts his wish, which is why I think the ending is really good, and I think you guys should try to go watch it. If you guys enjoyed the video, please feel free to subscribe and like. And if you guys want to see more movie reviews or me talk about more movies, feel free to put it in the comments. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great one. See ya.